They were all secrets in conference play. They knew you know them. There's always a trickle of bad luck here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College. We'll see a team who's going to make it back to the season this year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Wisconsin Eagles. EA Sports College in the stands. Love to get Jesse. Guys, it's time to go.
And the Hurricanes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagle offense will get the football first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He loved to do that again.
He showed you the capability again. He can make big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to make. He is that guy outside that they can trust. This is Jesse. When it goes off for what they do for him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense. I think he should continue to be the focal point. I do think they have to move him around. Got to show some different formations, get him in motion, snap the looses, find because this guy can run around, see if he can catch the football. He's dangerous right there. That's the football. So let's see some added wrinkle with this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Damn, my fault.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What's that, dog?
Eagles has their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards, they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense that has been developed.
They bring him down to the side, pick up the good position, pick up the first down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They moved it well, but now facing third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because the player you kind of get the little challenge, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to roll.
Come on, bro. What the hell?
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up his offense first and goal from the 7. And the Golden Eagles started this drive back up in their end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's brought down at the 6 with the defense.
Tighten up,
He can make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking to fire.
Oh, my God. Come on, linebacker. You can't stand there.
Put it in the window for the score.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get a nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board, no matter how it looks. You just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Kickoff unit over the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. That'll be a touchback. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
It was a great week. And watching that team, there is like that. He was stealing the balls coming out. Touchdowns on a really nice day. And I think just take that and you start to build on this offense and really get to trust him to make plays here.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that. So I'm anticipating the playbooks will expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the past game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Way to hold that.
Trying to make that rush take, only for a play here. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So guys, there's a lot of pressure on this side. Their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win.
They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
And when he first downs the priority for the defense, and you can't get touched. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually good to do on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting inside.
Wide open spaces. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Here we go, Yang. Gang winner last week, bro.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation time to be able to throw the football.
First Asian wide receiver.
So he can get run after the catch and get the end zone. Does a nice job of it.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
One quarter, one drive leads is crazy.
They fall to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And we're all square as he sets the kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen.
How you hold that?
Never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they tried to spit it out to the running back perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Oh, shit.
Crosses the 30, he's got a leg.
Got a drop
They're
in?
able to get him on the ground.
No drop in?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to do themselves out of this. But second in California, they dialed up the running play, now setting up third short. Third and everyone knows it's coming.
Exactly.
Stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line. Well, a really good push by a center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback. Just tuck the football and get low.
Hit that. There you go.
Fires the pass,
Where is it?
intercepted.
There were a lot of people really excited about
That's the senior right there, bro.
Could be an All-American.
Like 99 speed right there.
His second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. Just get in trouble when you try.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break it.
Yeah, this offense is cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball score.
And maybe back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'm sitting there like my boys in section right here.
throw. It's Bradford.
Oh, shit.
And that's going to fall the ground. I think we have a physical matchup there. Third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times, that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger goal. You can tell that was really on him. And that ball came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Snagged in the middle. He's going to
go. Good catch, Morton.
first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Big man has it to first down and more. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No. You got to be aggressive.
Got some room, heading to the goal line. He runs all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Canes have it in scoring position on first and goal. On the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
This is like having an extra running back in your back. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you how that.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little whoop out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the tailback. That's the kind of play that can really get you going if they get it out to 36. The Golden Eagles have exploding for that. Here's not work. Looking downfield for first down. Hit hard as that first down pass, and he never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. They just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Catch in the middle, it's good. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain here, still short of the first down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air.
Oh! Couldn't get over there, safety. I'm going to do that coverage.
Trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, but now it's moving short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Catch is made at the 15. Makes a move.
Oh, he gone. Gang with his second touchdown of the game. That boy is nice. That sophomore is nice. His sophomore is nice.
There's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up.
He's a freshman.
And you see what the dynamic play on special teams.
Nice.
You see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return once, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And he'll just take it in. This drive will start at 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Corners are going to bail. Fires to the big foul. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game here. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed. Second down. Makes the catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Welcome home, guys. Oh, snap. What's going on? This is beef. I saw
She
the way.
wants me to go buy her food. She wants to go buy food. And I said, no, we'll go to Food Line and get food.
Yeah.
And now she's coming on talking about that frozen food and blah, blah, blah.
How was church apart from this nonsense?
All right.
It was good? Did you like it?
Stop!
He's the guy still. Nina, come here.
Yes, I do. If she wants me
Where is she?
She just went upstairs.
I said, come here.
Never satisfied.
Come here. Let me
This
see
is
your
the
stockings. I
definition
didn't know you
of
were
never satisfied. Just had a
She
sleepover.
looks like little you, dog. This is crazy. So he went to go get a little vacuum and a filter. So what he did was he found a old filter crumb. It was like, I don't know when there's like a filter fell in there and you put a filter on top of the filter. So he says, well, that filter went in there, clogged everything, so then it started retaining the water. When there's a kill switch for when the water reaches a certain level, because then that's how you prevent flooding and the fires, right? Yeah, you can go upstairs. And then so he was like, so he fucking needs a little $40 vacuum thing, which I'm gonna fucking pay for it. I'm gonna own it. He was like, because you don't have one. He was like, so he's gonna go get one and get me filters, so vacuum that water up. He said, and once that water dries up, once I turn off the AC, the kill switch will be off. So then he's like, but your unit's fine. So it's probably gonna cost me like $250 for a fucking old filter. Fuck up. But what's wrong? You said you didn't like the church?
Offense right now, trailing. They're going to be kicking
I
off
did.
in the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Was it like a white person?
Wants to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
At this point, trailing by
Does Mark like the church?
Defense
Because he said he grew up in the black church when we're talking like y'all were had common ground on that one.
You gotta have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Yeah.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air.
What do you need ID for? Oh no, you said it like I was just like, yeah, I saw it the other day, but when you said it, I was just like.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the back. Snap from the gun on 3rd.
Did Nina like it?
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The youth side, so it was just y'all three?
It's going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boston College lining up to put this one away. He might be afraid to kick it
fucking hit him in the throat.
The first punt was taken back to the house. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength.
Now hold on, wait. I'm just telling you.
If they get a first down, they might
what about for the kids though? Was it like a good youth program? Nina, how was the youth program? It was all right.
I do think this is a situation.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defense.
Where's what's the name of home after the church?
Guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong.
She didn't want to go to church? Why?
You saw it right there in that play action.
Your friend.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8
So you both didn't go to church with y'all? I thought she was with y'all the whole time.
Plays that are not good for this offense. I mean,
Why didn't she want to go all of a sudden, Nina?
Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions.
Did she give you a reason, or she just, I don't know?
First down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
And then we
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy
9-15.
on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
One more play.
Any side eyes when you walk in late? That's probably other people. I'm about to say it's probably a bunch of church.
Quarterback making adjustments. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
No, what happened was I've never been there. So there's like, it's just like the other church, like different buildings.
Yeah.
So I just pulled in when I saw the sign. And we went into the first building, which was the kids center. And she was like, she asked if she wanted to stay with the middle school kids. And she said, yeah. So I was like, all right, cool. So I signed her in, and then I walked to the other building.
Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Yeah, it was that when I came in, they were singing and stuff. So there was like still a bunch of people pulling up and people.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start on offense.
Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move them back. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense.
So what did they talk about today? What was the sermon?
They're going to run it to the right. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in
That's funny how that works.
scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's see.
Oh my gosh, he does the guess what and what?
Yes.
Oh my god.
And that just annoyed me because every screen he was like, and he wants us to all read it. And what? What does it say? It's like, oh my god, just read it or just speak. Why do you need to teleprompter?
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here.
Like the teleprompter where you just read it.
Boston College
Did y'all take any photos?
Off and start the second half.
And the dresses.
No.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
No question.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Wants to throw. It's Bradford. Quickly to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Man, what a
I can't believe Nicole didn't go.
To have a tight end that you can throw the
So she took your dress?
not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. No step back in week 3.
Yang is going off, bro.
They extend the lead.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got
it's 2 touchdowns, 1 punt return.
And a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Damn, and Smith got hurt.
Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Georgia Tech has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been near perfection. They're up by 17 over Louisville. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Sometimes you might be tempted to get a little tricky there. Got a quarterback, he can fall forward, he can move the chains. Just do that.
Reese, I agree, because if I can't get short yardage situations with a quarterback sneak, I don't deserve to win anyways. So I better be able to toughen up, get a little bit of push, and get the yardage.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Rush is on him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
Boston College will send out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Catches it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Working that wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. To the air, it's Bradford. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Yang. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making checks. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal.
414 satellite. 414 satellite. Ready.
Back to throw, it's Bradford. Big guy smells it. Touched. Only in the hops.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take what makes the grab on the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Got his man in the middle. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
To the air on 2nd down. Hauls it in. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positive.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
Unleashes one deep. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah,
Bruno,
really
calm down. Hey, Bruno.
they're able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Stay here.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Looking for a man, it's Bradford. Oh, he wants it all. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Behind the chains now on second and long.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result,
and the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spotted. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 15. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Man, you already got a pack.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.